Hi YouTube. How I improved my sleep. Now, a few years ago, I started to have a lot of trouble with my sleep. I kept waking up in the early hours of the morning and I could not go back to sleep. My heart would be racing, my mind was going through all these thoughts, and it was really unpleasant. So there's a few things that I did to improve my sleep that I want to share with you today. If you don't know me, my name's Sally. I'm a counselor, and in this series I'm sharing like how I've managed to do things that I think other people might struggle with, and I'm just wanting to share my thoughts and experiences in the hope that it might help you in some way. So there's a few things that I did. First of all, I was really careful to make sure I got sunshine in my eyes in the morning. It sounds really simple, but for our mood, our sleep, our circadian rhythms, they're really regulated by the eyes, which are a part of the brain. And we are designed to get sunlight in our eyes in the morning. So I think I've talked about this before, but this is so important that in the morning, when you wake up, you need to be outside, and you cannot get the light through the window or through a windscreen. You have to be outside. You don't have to be in full sun. So if you're living on a side of a building where it's shady in the morning, that's okay. You just need to be outside. You don't need a lot of bright sunlight. You don't need the sun to be shining into your eyes. You just need that morning light to be penetrating your eyeballs. So people, you don't want to be wearing sunglasses. Normal eyeglasses are fine, but you don't want to be wearing sunglasses because you'll be blocking the light getting into your eyes, which is the important thing for your circadian rhythm. So if you're having trouble with your mood, if you're feeling depressed, if you're not sleeping well, the first and most easiest free thing you can do is get outside. Now you might want to just get up and have your first 10 minutes of stretching or having a hot drink, whatever you do. I like to read the Bible in the morning, get some sunlight in my eyes. If I've got time, I'll go for a walk at the same time. So that's killing two birds with one stone, like an everyday walk and sunlight in my eyes. But it's so important. Your eyes are part of your brain. They need to absorb light, natural light from the sun. And that's so important. And some people stay inside all day. And if you're feeling depressed and sad, you probably might be not wanting to go out. And so if you can at least get yourself outside for 10 or 15 minutes within the first hour of waking, that's going to make a big difference. So that's the first one. The second one is I would pray when I'd wake up in the middle of the night. So sometimes my mind would be so busy I couldn't even slow down to take a breath. I would just start to pray. So I'd pray like the Lord's Prayer. So that's something that's helped me, and I continue to do that today. I know the Lord's Prayer off by heart from when I was a child. So when I find my mind's ruminating or I can't focus on anything, I can just start with that. And if I don't feel like the whole prayer, I'll just do like, thy will be done. Something as simple as that, just repeating that mantra, thy will be done, as a way of like giving my mind something to focus on, and then I can drift back to sleep. The other thing that I do is I've done some EFT tapping on this channel. So EFT tapping is a whole thing. You can go look at other videos on YouTube about it. But they've actually done some research in Germany, and I'll try and find the paper and I'll link it below. Some psychologists have researched EFT for sleep. Now, when you're lying there in bed trying to go back to sleep, you don't really want to actually be tapping because it kind of wakes you up because you're moving your body and you feel tired and you don't really want to be doing that. So they did some studies where they had people imagining tapping on the points. So you imagine tapping on the corner of the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under the eye, top of the lip, under the lip, on the chest bone, under the armpit, and on your head. And so if you are having trouble sleeping, you can just imagine tapping on those points. And it does require some concentration. You just imagine your fingertips gently tapping on those points while you're lying there, and that will help you to go back to sleep. Definitely helped me. So there's a few things that I've tried that has helped me. I mean, some of the other things with sleep hygiene, like trying to go to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, making sure that you're getting enough sleep, exercise, doing some light intensity exercise all through the day, then some more a moderate intensive exercise, some vigorous exercise, some weight training, not every day, but 2 or 3 times a week. So there's all this kind of exercise that you can do that helps your physical body feel tired so that you can sleep better. And obviously the other big one is limiting caffeine. So no caffeine or coffee after midday. That's a big one as well. So caffeine takes a long time to break down, like its half-life is 12 hours. So if you have tea or coffee at 2 p.m., that may still be affecting you at 2 a.m. And even though some people feel like they can still go to sleep, the quality of your sleep is not quite as deep if you've got the caffeine on board. Okay, alcohol also doesn't help with sleep, but that's probably another whole video. I personally find that alcohol has a terrible impact on my sleep. I barely drink at all. I pretty much eliminated alcohol from my life, and that has been a good thing as well. Maybe that's another video. Great to see you, YouTube. Hello to all my old subscribers. It's really nice seeing you. I'm loving being back with you every week. If there's any videos that you'd like me to post, please let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you around.